What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go on my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And let's talk about Smackdown. Now, Smackdown was a 4 out of 10. The show started off hot, but it just went downhill. So I give Smackdown 4 out of 10. It says WWE Smackdown kicks off with the bloodline invading the show. They jump the barricade and start throwing things around ringside. Roman Reigns' music hits, and out he comes with Paul Heyman. That's the same thing that they did on Monday Night Raw. So this was a good promo right here. Good promo right here. But anyway, we see clips of last week's SmackDown where John Cena and Kevin Owens got the win against Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. The fans chant Usi as they all stand in the ring. Roman Reigns tells the fans to acknowledge him. Roman Reigns tells Heyman they will start things off a little different. He said he would like to hear from the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn. He calls Roman his tribal chief and tells the fans how they all saw how they kick off the show, how they kick off Raw, and how they will kick off all of 2023. He says this year belongs to the bloodline. Sami Zayn says they are starting 2023 right. They show up on Raw to send a message, and that is what they did. They all won their matches. They are sending a message this year. Roman Reigns says, but he doesn't care to talk about this year. He wants to talk about what happened last year. He says he and Sami Zayn had the biggest SmackDown match of the year last week. Roman Reigns asks them what they think happened. Roman Reigns says some say they lost, as he laughs, and that is something he doesn't understand because the tribal chief doesn't lose. It's not in his DNA. He thought about it and he says he doesn't lose. Sami Zayn lost. Roman Reigns' shoulders were not on the mat. Sami Zayn's shoulder were. He doesn't care about that. But what is confusing for him is why he called his shots. Why did he guarantee a win? Why did he do that? Roman Reigns does that. The troubleshoot calls the shots. Calls the shots. He always delivers and never a problem. Roman Reigns says he doesn't understand. He asks Sami Zayn if he wants to be the tribal chief. He asks him if he is trying to be like him. If he thinks he can do something better than him. He says when you are Roman Reigns, you will always have to ask these questions. He asks Sami Zayn if he wants to be him. Roman Reigns yells at Sami Zayn and asks him if he wants to be the tribal chief, if he wants to run the bloodline. Sami Zayn backs away and he gets scared, and Kevin Owens' music hits, and out comes Kevin Owens. He says before things go too far, he thinks Roman needs to calm down because he has some misdirected anger. He is always calm, cool, collected. The last time he saw him like this, Kevin was the cause of this, and he thinks tonight he is the cause of it. His problems is not Sami. Roman Reigns' problem is Kevin. Sami Zayn has said it for weeks. He has a KO problem, and it's time for Roman to show everyone what the tribal chief does. He doesn't want to tell him what to do, but the best way to take care of the KO problem is in a match at the Royal Rumble for the undisputed WWE champion. Alright, Roman Reigns says, yeah, sure, he doesn't care. He wants Kevin Owens to leave forever. Kevin Owens tells him after what they did to him last week, when Kevin beats Roman Reigns, he is in a great mood. He will leave, but not forever. He will see him at the Royal Rumble. He tells Sami Zayn he will see him when he digs his out of Roman Reigns' pocket. So we go to commercial break. That was a good promo right there by the Bloodline and Kevin Owens. A white BMW pulls up and it's WWE Smackdown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. We see a clip from earlier in the day where the New Day were backstage with Legado del Fantasma. Santos says Kofi always has highlights at the Royal Rumble, but the New Day is over and he will replace him. So we get Kofi Kingston, accompanied by Xavier Woods, versus Santos Escobar, accompanied by Legado del Fantasma. This was a good match. The bell rings, we are underway. A kick by Santos, followed by a right hand. Kofi to the ropes, but Kofi with a hurricanrana. Kofi on the apron, but Santos with a right hand. And Kofi I'm sorry. Kofi falls on the ring apron. Escobar tries to push him to the outside, but Kofi does a handstand and gets to the ring steps. Kofi on the ring apron and a kick onto Escobar. Kofi with a crossbody off the top rope and he throws Santos over the top rope and in the outside. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, kicked by Santos Escobar in the ring. He kicks Kofi in the corner and a chop to the chest. He throws Kofi to the other turnbuckle, but Kofi jumps on the second rope and hits Santos with a drop kick. Both men back up and Santos is thrown over the top rope and onto the ring apron. Xavier Woods plays the trombone and that scares Santos Escobar as he falls to the outside of the ring. Santos Escobar gets back into the ring in a kick to the face onto Kofi. He goes for the cover, but Kofi kicks out. Santos goes for a splash in the corner, but Kofi moves out of the way. Kofi with a right hand. Kofi with a kick to the face. Kofi hits him with the SOS. He goes for the cover, but Santos kicks out. Kofi climbs the top rope, but Escobar climbs the second rope. Right hand by Escobar. He goes for a suplex, but a headbutt by Kofi, and Escobar falls to the mat. Kofi jumps, but Escobar hits him with a knee to the face. He goes for the cover, but Kofi kicks out. Xavier Woods distracts Escobar, and Kofi hits him with a double knees. Kofi goes for the cover, but Escobar kicks out. Legado del Fantasma distracts Kofi, and the referee as Santos kicks Kofi in the face. He hits Kofi with the Phantom Driver. Santos goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Santos Escobar. This was a good match. It is announced that Roman Reigns will defend his undisputed WWE Universal Champion against Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. We cut backstage. We cut backstage, and Sami Zayn knocks on the Bloodline door. Heyman opens, and Sami Zayn tells him he has to talk to him. He has to explain. Paul Heyman tells him no, it's not the time. And then comes the Usos, who walk in, and Sami Zayn waits outside. Paul Heyman tells him last week he told him life on the island of relevancy is staying 3 steps ahead at all times. Heyman says he still loves him and enters the locker room. So we go to commercial break. Liv Morgan cuts a promo about how she will win the Women's Royal Rumble. That promo didn't do nothing for me. We see a clip of Uncle Howie hitting a Sister Abigail on Bray Wyatt last week. LA Knight is backstage with Kayla. He tells her he found himself walking through Memphis, and he thought, does he really feel that way? Feel the way he feels? Yeah, he feels good. Not because he is in Memphis. No one feels good about that. He feels good because Wyatt plans turned against him last week, and all he has to do is kick what remains of Wyatt at the Royal Rumble, and everyone will start talking about him. Okay. Then we get the mixed tag team match. Karrion Kross with Scarlett versus Madcap Moss and Emma. This match was terrible. Terrible match. The match start doing the commercial. Madcap and Cross are down in the ring, and Scarlett is tagged in and that's Emma. Emma with right hand. She throws Scarlett to the ropes in a clothesline by Emma. She hits Scarlett with a forearm to the face. She goes for the cover, but Scarlett kicks out. She runs to the ropes, but Scarlett throws Emma onto the mat. She goes for the cover, but Emma kicks out. Scarlett goes for a slam, but Emma lands on her feet. Emma with a double underhook suplex followed by a drop kick. She goes for the cover, but Cross breaks it up. The referee tells Cross to leave the ring, and Emma slaps him in the face. Madcap tags himself in and hits his Cross with a right hand. Madcap falls to the ropes as Scarlett trips him up and Cross hits him with a clothesline. Scarlett throws Emma into the ring post. She grabs Emma and throws her over the announcer table. In the ring, Karen Cross hits Madcap with the cross hammer, followed by the cross jacket, and Madcap passes out as the referee calls for the bell. The winner of the match, Karen Cross and Scarlett. This match was terrible. After the match, Scarlett placed Rey Mysterio's mask onto Madcap's as Cross holds up a Rey Mysterio card and place it on Madcap. I just don't get it right here. What's Karen Cross' issue with Rey Mysterio? I don't get it. This was random. Okay, so we go to commercial break. Out comes the WWE Smackdown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. She asks them if they missed their queen, and that she missed them too. She says payback said, you know what, on Ronda knows. The fans chant, "Thank you, Charlotte," as she says she never thought she would hear that. Charlotte Flair says she was away for 8 months. She was genuinely overwhelmed by their reaction when she won the title last Friday. If you cheer her or boo her or woo, she has always been about three things: passion, consistency, and dedication for what she does in the ring. She might be a lot of different things to a lot of people, but the one thing she is not is complacent. She will always do more, ask for more, demand more. She will not rest, and she will knock down any obstacle or anyone that stands in her way. That's what a champion does. Charlotte Flair says a champion expects the unexpected and race to any occasions, and that is what she has done 14 times. Out comes Sonya Deville. Alright, she tells Charlotte Flair that the hillbillies in the building might not be bright enough to see through her lies, but she is, and she does. She is standing out there bragging about being a 14-time champion, but there should be the next to number 14. She be a she beat a half dead Ronda Rousey. Congratulations. The fans chant whoop that trick as Sonya asks her how she would fare against a fresh fighter. Blair says that Sonya is the fighter. Sonya says she is the fighter and to put her title on the line right now. Charlotte asks the crowd if she should put her title on the line. The fans cheer. Charlotte Flair says, "Challenge accepted, Trick." Okay, so we get the WWE Smackdown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair versus Sonya Deville. This match was god awful. A referee gets in the ring and the bell rings as Sonya attacks Charlotte Flair from behind. Sonya with right hands, she runs to the ropes, but Charlotte Flair with a big boot. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Sonya with a knee to the face. She goes for the cover, but Charlotte kicks out. Sonya runs towards Flair, but Flair moves out of the way and a kick to the face by Charlotte, followed by a clothesline. That clothesline was god awful. She botched that. Charlotte Flair botched that clothesline. Flair with a chop to the chest, a back suplex by Flair. She runs towards Sonya, but Sonya kicks her in the face. Sonya goes for a knee, but Charlotte Flair moves out of the way and she hits Sonya with a clothesline. Like I mentioned earlier, that was a god awful clothesline. Sonya rolls onto the ring apron. She grabs Sonya, but Sonya hangs her up on the top rope. Sonya back in the ring, but Charlotte Flair hits her with a spear. Charlotte Flair with the figure four and into the figure eight as Sonya taps out. The winner is still WWE Smackdown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. That match was god awful. So we go to commercial break. So we get the Warrior Woman qualifier, Ricochet versus Top Dollar, accompanied by Hero. This match was squash. This was a squash match. The bell rings and we are underway. Ricochet onto the apron goes to jump off the top rope, but Top Dollar grabs him and throws him into the mat. A big move by Top Dollar. He goes for the cover, but Ricochet kicks out. Ricochet kicks Top Dollar and runs to the ropes, and Ricochet with an acrobatic slam. Ricochet climbs the top rope and lands the shooting star press, and he goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Ricochet. This match, this was a squash match. Hero get in the ring after the match. Top Dollar extends his hand for a handshake. As both men hug, Top Dollar raised Ricochet's hand, but Ashante with a right hand onto Ricochet. Top Dollar grabs Ricochet and B-Fab kicks him in the face. Ashante with right hands. They lift Ricochet up and slam Ricochet onto the mat. Out comes Braun Strowman. He runs down to the ring as Hero leaves the ring. Okay, we come backstage, and the Bloodline are in the locker room. The Usos are getting ready for their match as they lead with Solo. Roman Reigns tells Heyman to get him, Sammy. So we go to commercial break. Roman Reigns tells Sami Zayn to sit down. Sami Zayn says he acknowledged him. Everyone does. He is the tribal chief, and that is not even a question. He is not trying to be the tribal chief or take power. If there is anything that he did which gave him that impression, he is sorry. Roman Reigns tells Sami Zayn he does not accept his apology. He is as his tribal chief. He hold himself to a very high standard. At the end of the day, he has to control his anger. No one deserves to be spoken like that. No one deserves that in front of the whole world. Roman Reigns says he does not accept this apology because he should be the one apologizing. He apologized to him as Sami Zayn says it is fine. He is under a lot of pressure. Roman Reigns says he appreciates it, but it is no excuse. He is embarrassed to say, but he was right. Kevin Owens was right. He is not mad at Sami Zayn. He is mad at Kevin Owens, and he is taking it out on Sami Zayn. But they are going to fix that. The KO problem is done. Paul Heyman sits next to Sami Zayn and tells him that Roman Reigns has given him the opportunity to redeem himself because next week it will be Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn says, "Yeah, let's do it." He will take care of Kevin Owens for Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. The Usos are making their way to the ring as Sami Zayn stands up and says he will go be with them. Roman Reigns stops him and tells him to stay, and they watch the match together. Okay, so we go to commercial break. So we get the main event of the evening, the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. The Usos, accompanied by Solo Sikoa versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. This was a good match, good main event match right here. The bell rings and we are underway. Sheamus and Jimmy start the match. Sheamus with a clothesline. Drew is tagged in and a chop to the chest onto Jimmy. Drew grabs Jimmy and overhead throw by Drew. Jay is tagged into the match. Drew with right hands, a clothesline by Drew. He throws Jay to the ropes and back elbow by Drew. He knocks Jimmy off the ring apron and Jay with a Samoan drop. He goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Drew on the ring apron and a right hand by Jay. He suplexes Drew into the ring. Jimmy is tagged in and they double team Drew. Jimmy with a headlock. Drew starts to get to his feet, but Jimmy with a right hand. Drew on the ring apron, and Jay is tagged in. Jay goes for a right hand, but Drew with a right hand onto Jay. Drew with a right hand onto Jimmy, but Jay hits Drew with the right hand. Drew falls to the outside. Drew on his feet, and he clotheslines Jimmy. Jay with a suicide dive onto Drew. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Sheamus with 20 beats of the battering on Jay. Sheamus with a body slam. He goes for the cover, but Jay kicks out. Sami Zayn and Paul Heyman are showing backstage watching the match with Roman Reigns, and Sami Zayn and Paul Heyman are eating popcorn. Jimmy is tagged in, and Jay with a right hand onto Sheamus as Jimmy kicks him in the face. Jimmy with the Usos splash. He goes for the cover, but Sheamus kicks out. The Usos climb the top rope, but Drew with a right hand onto Jimmy. Sheamus with a right hand onto Jay. Drew and Sheamus simultaneously hit the Usos with a white noise. Sheamus goes for the cover, but Jay kicks out. Sheamus grabs Jay, but Jay with a kick to the side of the head. Drew is tagged in, and Drew hits him with a neck breaker. Jimmy gets in the ring, and Drew hits him with a neck breaker. The Usos to the outside of the ring. Drew flies over the top rope and onto the Usos. Drew throws Jay back into the ring. Drew with the claymore. He goes for the cover, but Jimmy breaks it up. We cut backstage, and now Roman is eating popcorn too. Drew goes for a spear, but Jay moves out of the way, and Sheamus is tagging. Sheamus lifts Jay up, and Jimmy tags himself in. Jimmy grabs Jay down, and they hit Sheamus with a double super kick. They hit Sheamus with the 1D. Jimmy goes for the cover, but Drew breaks it up. Jay throws Drew to the outside, but Drew hits him with a headbutt. Solo Sikoa with a spike, and he slams Drew into the mat. The referee distracts. Out comes Butch and Rich Hollins, who attack Solo Sikoa and throws him over the barricade. In the ring, Sheamus with the bro kick. Sheamus goes for the cover, but Jay drags Jimmy to the outside of the ring. Sheamus climbs to the top rope and jumps onto the Usos. Sheamus throws Jimmy back into the ring. Um, Jimmy throws Sheamus throws Jimmy back into the ring. Sheamus lifts Jimmy onto his shoulders as Jay gets on the ring apron. Sheamus kicks Jay down as Jimmy rolls Sheamus up, and Jay pushes him down for the leverage, and they get the pin. The winner is still your WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and WWE Smackdown goes off the air. Like I said earlier, SmackDown was a 4 out of 10. The show started off hot, but it went downhill. So SmackDown gets a 4 out of 10. So anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Smackdown review on highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on WWE Smackdown. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button because I'm on the road to 4K subscribers. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell to notify when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch. So we're gonna be doing just chatting, and that's all I got to say from here. But this Sunday I will be going live on YouTube this Sunday as well too. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. But anyway, this your boy Big Boy TV. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. Keep your crew, keep your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here, gang.